We're in Malta doing a book review. This is book review number 70, and for Malta this is a quite important book, and the book is published by Orbit Limited, and it is written by Galea Naudi and Denise Micallef. It is called Guide to Maltese Furniture, a complete handbook on Maltese furniture 1700 to 1900, and the ISBN number is 99909-957-0-2. So it's available in Malta and elsewhere, and I'm going to review the book. I'm not going to copy the book because I don't own the copyright, obviously. We're going to talk about the book. So I bought the book because I don't know a lot about Maltese furniture. I know the basics, but don't know a lot, and I never will know as much as a Maltese dealer, so I'm not going to pretend, make the assumption I will. I won't ever. But I know a lot about English furniture, and there are some overlaps. And if you're buying Maltese furniture, there are a handful of Maltese books which will help the buyer. This book by Orbit was first published in 1993, and it was printed in Malta as well. And there are acknowledgements to people who've contributed to it. Some notable people. I don't know all of them. My father knew some of them because he used to buy antiques in Malta and send them to England. And there is a foreword by Nicholas de Pira, who has a rather nice house in Valletta. Which is open to the public. I think it's called Palazzo Piccolo or something, Rocca Piccolo, I'm not quite sure, I can't remember the name. It's a nice house to go round. I have been round it, and I was shown round it by his wife about 15 years ago. And here's a mixture of old and new stuff. While I'm buying antique furniture, if you can buy something in one of these books, then you have a provenance which makes the item worth more money. So at the moment, for example, we own those tables as a pair, and it helps me justify what they are. We've owned a corner cupboard which we sold in this book, and we've owned a couple of very close items which we use the book, we refer to the book to justify our description and price. And if you can buy something in this book, I think it probably increases the value by 30% to nearly doubling the value. I know it seems silly, but I think it helps the price to that degree. There are some continental types of furniture which look Maltese, but they're not Maltese. For example, some of the German furniture looks Maltese. Some of the English furniture sometimes looks Maltese, and the use of the Maltese cross isn't only found in Malta. You'll find quite a lot of French and English stuff where they stick a Maltese cross on, and people assume it's Maltese, but it's not, because the Order of St. John, there are different orders of St. John. They got them in Russia, they've got them in Spain, they've got them in France, as I say. So there are Maltese crosses, and there are un-Maltese crosses, if you can see what I mean. It's a technical thing, and you have to be able to just decide what's Maltese and what is not Maltese. And I would say that some of the things in here, some of them are not Maltese, but have become co-opted by the Maltese, if you like, or adopted by the Maltese. So that there is a grey area of things which are considered Maltese, which in reality probably are not Maltese. Things that have been imported here or made here to a different style. So it's complicated. I'm not making much sense, I can tell. With the Maltese furniture, the pedigree often is not Maltese. For example, this leg is a cabriole leg. It is a French style of leg, but the Maltese have the Maltese version has a hoof on the bottom, which you don't get in France, you don't get in England. You get similar versions in Italy. That's just an example. This here is a sofa table. it is a Maltese sofa table. But it is copying an English sofa table. And the proportions are not quite right for my eye, because I'm used to seeing English ones, but I know that is a Maltese one, but it's a copy of an English one. You've got to be very careful. And this is why you have to use these books and try and soak out what's in them. There are things in Malta from Venice, there are things in Malta from Sicily. And there are these influences and styles. So if you can learn about the Maltese furniture and pelmets, there are other things, of course, pictures, and you can try and understand them incrementally, bit more by bit more. You can get out and look at the stuff in the museums and the auctions and the shops and other people's houses. You can just start to construct your knowledge. And this is an important book for Malta. It's one of the top 6 perhaps books about Maltese antiques, which people should have if they're going to start putting money into Maltese antiques. I'll show you the front of the book so you can find it easier when you go out to look for it. Okay, I hope I've been helpful.